Okay, so today's video, I don't know how many reactions you've watched, but this one is one that Katie's going to tell you all about because I haven't been paying that much attention to this one, which is a shame because I'm definitely going to watch it when it comes out, which is soon.
I think I'm probably most excited about this one, just because the endless possibilities that it could open up. I feel like it's going to be.
So this is the official trailer 2 for WandaVision, and yeah, let's watch it.
So what's a single gal like you doing rattling around this big house?
Well, I assure you, I'm married to a man, a human one.
Wanda.
What's its ring? And I ran. Why you sleep out of
We are an unusual couple.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
We just don't know what to expect.
Howdy, neighbors.
Hey, buddy.
Wanda, what's up?
Who are you?
I don't know.
I think something's wrong here.
Wanda, can you read me? Who's doing this to you?
Are you here to help us? This is our home.
Then let's fight for it.
Well, I think we handled that well.
January 15th, it's only a few weeks away.
Oh my god.
Wow, it's weird, isn't it?
Oh Jesus.
So you're going to walk us through this one because
So actually come out. Well, Kevin Feige came out and said
MULTIVERSE.
not even that, they actually filmed some scenes of this in front of a live audience as like a kind of the backtrack that you hear is actually a live audience.
Right.
Apparently there's going to be like a circus scene in it, or some set photos of them in like circus outfits, so that's a thing. So this is
Big
very
how?
like this whole scene of her like saying, oh, she's actually married.
Well, I assure you, I'm married to
Kind of like her creating her reality, I guess.
Yeah.
Her like just coming into this world. She's trying to create her perfect life with Vision, which is cool. The fact she's just going, oh no, I'm married, and now I'm pregnant, and now here's Vision.
That's going to be weird. Her going, I'm pregnant, and then just a baby appearing.
Well, it's not. Well, it's twins, isn't it? She has
Yeah.
twins.
Because of course she does.
So
Well, I assure you, I'm married to a man, a human one.
Wanda.
What's its ring?
that there. If you look at that, that is like the very like stereotypical.
1950s.
Not even that, just like perfect. Like look at all the houses, how like perfect it all looks. Which again feeds into that idea that she is creating her perfect world, isn't she? So I like that inclusion of it.
Why you sleep out of
We are an unusual couple.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
I think there's going to be sort of two aesthetics to it. It seems like there's going to be the sort of jokey, goofy sort of thing that she's making, and then the sort of the side of it that's going, okay, she's losing control of her powers, obviously, because everything around her's changing.
Yeah.
At a sort of
An alarm in red.
yeah.
Because like 1 minute it's black and white, like she's kind of just getting like a little grasp, and then all of a sudden she's like adding colour to our
It
world.
seems to go through the decades, doesn't it?
We just don't know what to expect.
That's sort of 70s, isn't it?
She's a dog.
Howdy, neighbors.
Hey, buddy.
Wanda, what's up?
Who are you?
I don't know.
that whole thing of her going like she's asking who she is and then she's like I don't know, and it like it's kind of like that. It goes static a bit, doesn't it?
I think it's weird because it might be a sort of almost like a ripple effect where she kind of goes, she's created this world for herself, but because it's rippled, it's essentially creating its own.
Yeah.
And that she's essentially at the epicenter of the multiverse around her, which is sort of,
yeah,
you know, because it gives you that sort of goofy beginning, but that's essentially what sort of, because that's what people think, isn't it? They think it's going to be WandaVision creates the multiverse, Spider-Man has to deal with it, Doctor Strange has to fix it.
Yeah, which is a cool concept.
Yeah, which is sort of, if that's what it's going to be, then I'm excited for it.
Who are you?
I don't know.
Concept of like she's created her world, like her envision, but the people in it aren't necessarily like as detailed and like as they are, as in like not so much detailed, but like they haven't got like all those memories and all those like traits that they have. So that might be a thing they do, is like the confusion of the people in that world. To them, like they're happy, but the people that she's created, or maybe not even created, maybe she like sucked in or something. Maybe she's just brought people into that world.
Yeah.
Like that kind of confusion of it.
That there was obviously everything changed. This looks more like 90s.
Yeah.
It's aesthetic.
Do you think like this could be just like the actual Wanda, like present Wanda? Maybe like she's starting to see the cracks.
Yeah, but her hair's a little too ginger.
I mean, it was in Infinity War.
It wasn't ginger.
Well, it wasn't ginger, but it was not.
She's ginger there.
Yeah, no, but do you not think? Because to me, like when she's looking around and it's kind of like that's her kind of seeing like the flaws in the world that she's created. She's kind of like breaking through almost. Like she's remembering that this is kind of all in, not so much in her head, but like she's created it.
Yeah.
You see there, it's like.
So that's like a construct going wrong, isn't it?
Something's wrong here.
He's in his actual comic suit there.
Yeah.
So she's crying.
She's crying because she's also doing something.
But it looks like she's putting up Halloween decorations.
Yeah.
So that's, you know.
It's weird because it's like you said, there could be like people that have been sort of dragged in to this world that she's created, or they could literally be like sort of people that she's making, but because she hasn't put that much detail in, like again, like you said, they're just essentially sort of hollow
vessels, and they're confused and like,
and they don't know why they exist.
Yeah.
And it becomes that sort of very sort of.
And we could, from that as well, you could see like maybe the people in that world, like all of them, turn against her because she's the creator. They go to her for like understanding of like who they are and why they were created, and she can't give them the answers because all she cared about was her envision.
Yeah.
And I guess like kids that maybe she starts to see the people in her world kind of turn against her.
Yeah.
Which could be interesting.
Wanda, can you read me? Who's doing this to you?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Who's doing this to you?
So it almost makes it seem like she's being manipulated, doesn't it?
Yeah, like someone making her create this world.
And that again could be the next big villain. If someone's managing to manipulate her into creating what's essentially another universe for herself, then it's
very clever.
Yeah.
Because I mean, again, that just opens up so many possibilities. If she can just create a universe. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Who's smart enough to manipulate her, though?
The only thing I could... I don't know.
That's definitely a theory that someone needs to come up with.
Are you here to help?
What was that?
Wanda, can you read me? Who's doing this to you?
Is that maybe like... Could that be a visual representation of like the walls and the different universes?
Might be, yeah.
I don't know.
Are you here to help us?
See, because that goes against what I said of... Because she was asking if she was going to help her. So maybe either that is her going to like her creator for help, like why am I here, or is it
that someone else has
Someone
created
else-
this around.
Wanda, and they've put people in there, and they themselves are starting to see the flaws in the world, and they're kind of realizing, coming to the senses almost, like, okay, this isn't my world, and they're going to Wanda for help. Because then that begs the question: is Wanda the one that's creating this universe? Because it makes it seem like it is her, but she might not be.
But that message where it says Wanda who's doing this to her makes it seem like someone obviously,
Is like in her head, or
Is-
like is
yeah.
manipulating her.
which is cool.
This is our home.
Then let's fight for it.
That's like her. I don't know, because it's very confusing, this, and obviously it's intentional, but so is that her realizing that this is a different universe? Maybe she doesn't realize she's in a different universe, and that's why she's so easily manipulated, because the fact Vision's there and she's having this perfect life. Maybe she's so like captivated by the universe.
Almost seems like if there is this sort of ominous bad guy, that they've somehow managed to make Wanda believe that the world that she's living in, that's been built around her, is the real one, and the people who are trying to actually help her are the ones who are trying to hurt her. So she's essentially fighting the good guys.
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe
But then again, that begs the question that who would have that kind of power?
this is setting up for Multiverse of Madness, is what I was thinking of. So maybe
Maybe it's something like Nightmare or Dormammu or
Yeah.
something like that.
yeah, like something, because I mean Doctor Strange might come into this. They filmed, aren't they filming Multiverse of Madness now? Didn't they film?
She's gone to start filming.
Because didn't they film this and then they straight away filmed? So maybe, I mean, Doctor Strange might make an appearance. He might be the one that snaps her out of it. He might go in there to help her. You don't
That
know.
might be how the second film starts. Him sort of pulling her out of this.
Yeah. Just, I don't even.
This is our home.
Then let's fight for it.
That there is like. 'Cause
That
that's
looks like hers sort of red thing.
her, yeah, like her power.
Yeah.
But that they look like. I guess that's the.
The thing with this trailer is it makes you ask a bunch of questions without giving you any of the answers, and that's what's. I think that's good, and I think that's why so many people are excited to find out what it's actually
Yeah.
about. And it's made me excited. I'm excited to see it. But to be honest, I'm excited to see all of the series at this point. I
know.
think they're all going to be awesome.
See.
Was definitely
Then let's fight for it.
That's
absolutely
Darcy.
Darcy from.
So again, she's gonna be one of the people that's trying to get her out, I guess.
One of the scientists.
That's trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's not so much Wanda's creating our own universe. Maybe Wanda's creating our own bubble, and that was that red like wall thing that you saw. She's kind of like encircled herself in this.
And it's doing some kind of damage.
Maybe it's
to
like
the actual world.
yeah, maybe it's like a race in the world, or maybe it's gonna turn the whole world into that.
That might be what it is actually, because it looked like it was moving, so it might just be that bubble's expanding.
And it's destroying the actual
Yeah.
world, and yeah.
It would be interesting, and that would, prompt someone like Doctor Strange to step in, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because if it's affecting their reality, then yeah, it would make Doctor Strange get involved. That's the stone. Creating the stone there.
Would be. Well, her powers come from that stone, don't they?
My god, that'd be so cool if she just recreates the stone. I mean,
That would be cool. She's got very pretty eyes as well. Elizabeth Olsen. Wow. Is that it being destroyed there though?
but I don't know. She could. I saw a thing saying that, because I know we talked about this before. I think it was you that mentioned it. That Vision will have a new power purely just because Wanda imagined him to have that power. So if that's the case, if she can do that, then there's no reason why she couldn't just go.
So
Here's me destroying the Mind Stone. I'm going to reverse that, and now the Mind Stone's here again.
what if, here's a theory, What if she tries to create the Mind Stone so she can bring Vision back? Doesn't work. She creates essentially a bomb of her powers.
Yeah.
It sort of explodes outwards. It essentially creates what because she's trying to create to bring him back.
Yeah.
So she's accidentally created this universe in which he's there because that's what she ultimately wants, and it is the Mind Stone.
Yeah.
And because of that, it's constantly
expanding,
like we said, and that's how it starts.
Like the bigger the universe gets, the further it expands. Maybe that's another thing as well. Maybe the people near the explosion are the ones that have been sucked into that reality, and that's what
We might have just solved.
That's clever. That's a clever theory.
We might have just solved WandaVision.
That'd be cool.
Just in case that's true.
There'd be so many people that'd be mad if you got that. If we just sat here and got it all right, they were like, "Well, just ruin the whole series for us." We are too good of theorists.
We've been doing it a long time.
See, he has the stone there.
Yeah, but if he's just something that she's projecting, he would have it, wouldn't he?
I know, but I'd like to think this would end with Vision being back. Because she's focusing all of her power on him, he does become real, and he does become like an actual.
So that,
being.
To me, right, that looks more modern.
Yeah.
And it almost looks like the place just before he gets stabbed by Corvus Glaive. When they're in that room together.
I know, that looks too much like a house to be the little hotel.
And it's a clever shot as well because you can't see
what they're looking at.
Yeah, you can't see any of the reflections, which is a shame. They're far too clever for us.
Too clever. They know detectives out there would have seen it.
Well, I think we handled that well.
My God.
Who on earth even knows? Looks cool though.
It does look cool.
That looks like a lot more thought-provoking than some of the other ones are. Like Falcon and Winter Soldier, unless it's about sort of racism, seems like a sort of a buddy cop action series. Loki seems like a sort of comedic James Bond style one.
I feel like that's deliberately chaotic though.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's Loki, it has to be. It has to fit in with his character.
But this one seems a lot more thought-provoking.
Because it looks like we're going into the mind of Wanda.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting because after losing Vision, what is her mental state like? She's probably going to be all over the place trying to think of ways to bring Vision back. Again though, I don't see the reason why Aaron Taylor Johnson couldn't be in this. She's creating her perfect world. Why wouldn't her brother be there? Why wouldn't her parents be there? I mean, that would be interesting.
Yeah. God knows. So, what do you think? Do you think that I'm right? Because I think that I'm right.
That was a good. I'm really impressed with that. That was a good theory.
Thank you.
Because I was impressed.
I have come up with theories before.
I know, but it was. You could have just said, "Oh, she's trying to recreate the stone," like I said. But that was an interesting concept of her, like it exploding, and that's the reason why we saw like that wall-like thing with her power.
So, what do you think of the trailer? Are you excited? Are you more excited for this than you are for the other ones? What do you think the main plot's going to be? Do you think there'll be any other sort of cameos apart from Darcy from Thor?
We could see Selvig, couldn't we?
Could say Selvig as well if she's there. He probably will
Could
be.
be.
Let us know down in the comments. Hit that like button. Subscribe because it helps us out. Also, go and tell your friends to subscribe, and if they don't,
force them to subscribe.
Give them a slap on the bottom. Don't give them a slap on the bottom. That's not right.
Okay.
Just point at them and be very stern.
Why not? Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.
I need to know.